Sande Charles with FanRag Sports, joined by Jessica Blaylock of Fox Sports Florida. We're going to talk a little Marlins. Okay, but you can't talk Marlins without talking about the Jose Fernandez tragedy and trying to fill that void. They've gone to Edinson Volquez. Is that enough, though? How much more do they need?
Well, I think the first thing that people have to understand is that you're never going to fill the void left behind by Jose Fernandez, not just the way that he pitched, but the way that he played, what he brought to the game, what he brought to the South Florida community. So, people have to understand, fans have to understand, you're never going to replace Jose. You're going to do the best you can to try and fill what was lost. And I like the Edinson Volquez signing. He's a guy that has postseason experience. He won a World Series with the Kansas City Royals. He was an all-star. He's been there, so, he can help add to the rotation, but the Marlins still need to make a move with their starting rotation, because if you look at it right now, you've got Wei-Yin Chen, you've got Adam Conley, you've got Edinson Volquez, you've got Tom Kohler, but you still need another starter. So Mike Hill has said the offseason is about pitching, and more pitching. So that's the direction that the Marlins are going in.
And we're going to keep it on pitching. So it does seem they do adhere to a more mediocre rotation and just really focus on a strong bullpen. How badly do they want Kenley Jansen?
Well, whether it's Kenley Jansen, whether it's Aroldis Chapman, you want to give the back end of your bullpen a boost. And you look at the bullpen, and the Marlins certainly felt like that was a strength for them last season. And you look at the way that David Phelps pitched and A.J. Ramos with 30-plus saves. And it's funny, their current closer, A.J. Ramos, and a guy like Aroldis Chapman are two completely different guys. A.J. has 4 solid pitches that he can go to. Chapman is fastball, but it certainly helps when your fastball averages around 102 miles per hour. So yes, they would definitely like to give a boost to the back end of the bullpen. And Mike Hill said yesterday he took a ton of meetings about the bullpen. Nothing has materialized, but I think you'll see the Marlins make not only a move with the starting rotation again, but they'll make a move. They'll really pursue a closer or somebody to give the back end of the bullpen a boost.
Now, when you think of Chapman, I don't know about you, but I think dollar signs. How that price tag and the Marlins, where would that kind of fit in?
Well, pitching is an expensive market. I mean, you look at the deal that Mark Melancon just signed with San Francisco. So the Marlins are going to have to open up the pocketbook and be willing to spend, but they've made it clear that they're okay with doing that. They're actually on pace to set a franchise record for payroll. So the most important thing, though, is just making sure that for what you're spending, you have a good value in return, and that's going to be a priority in the search.
Now that's pitching, definitely a need. One of the strengths of the Marlins is their young, talented outfield. Do you think they will keep them together or try to trade from strength?
No, absolutely. They'll keep the outfield together. They're very committed to their position players, and you take a look at that outfield. Boy, it's a really good one. You've got Christian Yelich, who's already won a Gold Glove for his defense. Now he's won a Silver Slugger award. He had 25 home runs, 90-plus RBIs. And the great thing is he's only 25. He's just starting to scratch the surface of his potential, especially when it comes to showing power. And so you love what you got in Christian Yelich. Marcell Ozuna, he was an all-star. Yes, he struggled in the second half of the season, but I think that was because you had, Giancarlo Stanton and Justin Bour out of the lineup, so Ozuna was really one of the only power bats, so I think he was trying to kind of overcompensate for that. But, he's another really solid guy, especially defensively. And then Giancarlo Stanton, yes, he struggled this season. The number of strikeouts was kind of off the charts, but he's still one of the best power hitters in Major League Baseball and also strong defensively. So you take a look at that outfield and the fact that they are all young guys and they're just going to keep getting better and better. And you certainly stay committed to what you have there.
Thank you so much. For Jessica Blaylock, Sande Charles with FanRag Sports.